today. It's Friday. It's flatbed lane analysis day. And my friends over at DAT are powering this. You guys, it's This Week in Freight powered by DAT. And if you want your lane broken down here on the show, I need you guys to email my team, podcast@thefreightcoach.com, and we will break it down for you guys. Again, I just need shipping city, delivery city, and trailer type. All right. Dry van, reefer, flatbed. We do that. I'm not going to tell you guys what to quote. I'm just going to show you guys the similarities that happen on these lanes year in and year out. But most importantly, when we identify some of these things, how do we bring it to our customer? So this one, you guys, is Atlanta, Georgia to Indianapolis, Indiana. First and foremost, you guys, this is a power lane of power lanes. We move this lane out there. Everything you're going to be seeing on this graph is like extremely accurate. But, you know, again, when I'm going through and I'm assessing lanes, miles, that's the first thing I always look at there, because transit time is everything. And especially if this is a Friday to a Monday move, this is going to be exponentially more expensive than a Monday through a Thursday, because again, that 500 miles, that's the general rule of thumb for solo drivers out there. They get about 500 miles in a 24-hour period. But this one in particular, you guys, this one's on the up and up. All right. If we look at the 1 year mark on this, it's $15.50 out there. So it's been running at about $3 a mile. And right now it's pushing $4 a mile. And you can see this spike that goes along with it. All right. So if you're looking at seasonality of this, you guys, February of 26, and well, that one fell off. But I mean, it's been on the up and up here, because about a year ago at this time in March, it was at $12.50. And then in March of this year, it's $600 higher. And you might be asking yourself, why? I think a lot of that, you know, again, I've said it numerous times on the show, you guys, fuel is driving a lot of this capacity tightness. All right. I know every broker out there has every algorithm on what they think drivers should charge on when fuel goes up, but that's just not the reality of how it, you know, works. And if you've never owned a trucking company and you've never had a fuel bill, I really don't personally want to hear your opinion on what people should charge in that, because it's that theory in a controlled environment is always a lot easier to execute upon, as opposed to you being at the pump out there. But again, fuel is a main driver of this out there. And I look at it as that's going to continue to cause capacity tightness, because it's going to force guys to continue to park their fleet because they just can't afford to run their operations. And, you know, if we're looking at it right now, I mean, even within the last 7 days, you guys, this lane's touching $2,000. All right. So it's one of those ones where this one is going to continue to rise. I think, rest assured though, if this is the lane that you're running out there, and again, I know there's still a lot of capacity that's out there. It's just going to be a little bit more expensive than what you're used to provide, you know, being able to move it for. And if you have all-in contracted rates out there, this is one of those times where, again, I would still continue to honor that rate because contrary to what you see out there on the internet, you guys, not everybody's going to want to raise their rates right away. And then they're just going to give you more money. I mean, I wish it was as simple as just pay me more money, but that's just not the reality out there. But the way that this lane is trending, I would like to see how the month of April works out, because my gut is a lot of these carriers that maybe parked their fleet for a couple of weeks in March, they were doing that when the initial fuel spike happened, and they wanted to see if rates caught up, and rates are seemingly up on a lot of lanes out there. So that would, I mean, my assumption is it's going to cause a lot of these guys to get back behind the wheel and start hauling freight again, because who wants to work for a loss every single day? And I think that's what a lot of those fears were. So again, this is why I wait. All right. I know it might be an odd concept for some of you guys, but like, I don't rush to judgment. I like to see how things play out over a couple of week period of time. And this one, though, is seemingly all pointing up in the higher rate trajectory. So if you're able to talk to your customers about that, get ahead of this stuff, you guys, because you don't want to be left behind, and then you lose out on all your volume because you're afraid to pick up the phone and have a conversation in the moment. But this lane trending up. If you're moving it and you're a carrier, get your money. If you're a broker out there and you have contracted rates or truck in hand spot market style rates, it might be time to talk to your customers about raising that if you haven't already.